All right, man.
Have you watched Buzz Aldrin slowly talk about how the moon is allegedly, it's like the moon landing? Buzz is the only one speaking the truth these days. Shout out Buzz Aldrin. He's punching men who disrespect him, and he's talking about how the moon landing did not happen.
Allegedly.
And he was one of the guys who was supposed to have been there.
Yeah.
Shout out Buzz for speaking the truth finally.
Well, here's the thing. It sucks that, because I heard that Neil was actually first that walked on it, right?
Okay.
But it was actually supposed to be, I think, Buzz. I think Buzz
So
was
he's
supposed
bitter.
Yeah, but
He's
I think
angry.
his dad was more upset with him about the fact that he wasn't first than he was.
It's never enough for our fathers.
Right. And who was the third astronaut?
Michael Collins. That's so funny that there is a blank space between the guy who drove Getaway and the actual bank robbers.
The running joke is he is the Michelle from Destiny's Child of the group.
Oh, there was a Michelle. I'm sorry.
Everybody only remembers Beyonce and Kelly. People like Michelle. Oh, Michelle, she was in that.
Mm-hmm.
She does gospel now, right? She doing okay. That's the third astronaut, because people always say Buzz.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or no, Neil. They always say Neil first, right?
Of course.
And then Buzz, and the third guy.
And yeah.
Because
Right.
they always. Can you imagine the three of them being out? Like, oh my God, Neil Armstrong, Buzz. Are you that driver?
Technically, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Pilot. More of a pilot. But that's such a crazy thing that
like
history
still
has
an
just kind of
astronaut.
like, because in his history books, they really only mention Neil.
Yeah. Oh man.
This one step.
If I was any of them, I would be acting a fool though. I would be like, well, because there was a moment where Buzz was like, we didn't land on the moon.
Allegedly.
And then mainstream media started printing things like, oh, he's been drinking.
I
he's
remember that.
older.
Yeah. They weren't going to let it go.
Yeah, they were not going to let it go. They were like, we have to squash this before this dude starts rolling out too many facts on us. And so, like, anytime a newspaper is like, here's some personal information about Buzz Aldrin, I'm not believing it.
Well, here's the crazy thing. So, do you believe it fake or you believe it was real?
The moon landing?
Yeah.
I don't think we did it. The more I look into it, the more I'm like, dang, man, there's just a lot of string to sew up that button.
A lot of strings to pull. It's a lot of loose threads to pull. This is what I will say, and I think this is one of the facts that caught me the most off guard and most supporting to our beliefs. Public opinion has been polled. All right, 5 to 6% of Americans believe that we did not go to the moon. Now, 5 to 6%, you hear that number, you're like, oh, that's a small number. But 5 to 6 of the American population is anywhere between 16.5 and 20 million people. That's nothing to sneeze at. 20 million people, that's double the population in New York City.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of naysayers. At some point, you're going to have to address this
Yeah.
because that's a lot of people. And I think and not intentionally, but shows like ours, and all the things that are available on the History Channel and Ancient Aliens and stuff like that, people are becoming more and more aware and just cognizant. Because I think it's certain things that like we hear and we hear kind of like the boogeyman and stuff, like we don't pay a whole lot of attention. It's kind of this background noise. But now with so many things coming to light, with so many drones in the air, with so many times the government has admitted to wrongdoing, whether it's through chemtrails or illegal dumping or smoke screen, whatever.
Maybe JFK was going to speak on the fakeness.
You never know.